And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce our 2016 valedictorian. Her name is Aksa Malik.
Woo!
Just a couple things about Aksa. She is what we consider the gold standard for well-rounded excellence in the student. Her academic achievements and merits are really the willingness that go beyond the call of duty, and her continuous strive towards excellence propel her to the head of her class. She has proven that she's a leader. And she's going to lead you all today to the victory line. So you're not going to hear from me much longer. So without further ado, let me present to you your class of 2016 valedictorian, Ms. Aksa Malik.
Looking good! Go Aksa!
Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, superintendents, friends, families,
Woo!
and fellow graduates of 2016. My name is Aksa Malik, and I am the valedictorian of Mount Zion High School. I am both humbled and honored to stand before you all today. Before I start, I'd like to thank my family, especially my older sister, Marie.
Woo!
Thank you for always guiding and supporting me.
You're welcome!
Well, graduates, we made it. After 12 years of dedication and hard work, mixed with a side of tears and procrastination, we are all finally graduating. Our graduation is a day that we have looked forward to since we were tiny freshmen. How did it all go by so fast? Back then, we only worried about where our next class was, where to sit in the cafeteria, and how to add as many friends as possible on Facebook. However, our concerns have considerably changed as we completed our 4 years of high school. Instead of worrying about today, we started worrying about tomorrow. We started reflecting upon our past 4 years, planning for our next 4 years, and essentially our futures. We made it through all of the drama. The tests, the papers, the projects, the pressure of SATs, and of course, Mr. House's cafeteria rhymes. And as a class, we have collectively faced many challenges. When we first arrived to Mount Zion High School, we were all trying to find our way, both literally and figuratively. It was difficult to navigate around the school with the tall upperclassmen blocking our vision and our huge book bags weighing us down. We were all completely lost, constantly trying to find the best route from the 100th to the 2000 hall, while also attempting to navigate the newness of this learning experience. By our sophomore year, we had finally gotten over at least one hurdle of high school. Not much happened this year except becoming closer within our own friend groups, playing Flappy Bird religiously, and being plagued with the PSAT. Junior year was probably the most important year of high school. I mean, that's what we were told. Now that we were finally known as upperclassmen, we were given the wonderful gifts known as the SATs and the ACTs. This was also the year when our magnet friends left to Stillwell. Remember them? You know, the people who were increasingly more talented than us. Now, I know that they got to have the more cleaner and nicer school, but we got more hallway space, so who was the real winner there? And then came senior year, a complex mix of eager apprehension and excitement. This was it, the year that we graduate, but more importantly, the year that we can all dress down on Fridays. Nothing could stop us. We were the top dogs, running the school, except for college applications. Then also came a new schedule, in which we had to report to all of our classes daily. Yeah, that meant learning economics every single day. Although this curveball threw us off a bit, we managed. Just as we managed to find a balance between staying on top of our schoolwork, keeping track of fast approaching deadlines, slaying at prom, and planning for our futures. Senior year was overwhelming, and especially difficult to get through after catching the crippling disease of senioritis. Yet, we all made it to the finish line. But we didn't make it this far alone. Our beloved parents have always remained committed to us. Thank you for your unconditional love and unwavering support. But now, it's time to move on. Whether it's 10 miles away or 10,000 miles away, we're moving on from your security and your safety net. Just know that you have a lot to be proud of, and we will always strive to make you proud. To our teachers, I know, we're the best class you've ever had the pleasure to teach. It's going to be hard to see us move on, but just know that you are a huge part of our journey. Even though sometimes you couldn't stay off of our phones during your lectures, trust me, you've done your job. Thank you for your life lessons and guidance that has shaped us into the people we are today. Now look at us, all wearing our oversized snuggies in the middle of May, patiently waiting for the nerd on stage to finish talking so we can all finally graduate. Although I am number one in the class, I promise you, I'm not the only person who is number one. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely slapping valedictorian on each and every single resume. But as I look across my wonderful class, I see future athletes, future musicians, future photographers, and a lot of future broke college students. This graduation has already shown us how capable we all are of accomplishing our goals. Use this as a measure of what we are about to do. Each and every one of you has the possibility to change the world. Utilize every ounce of your abilities and put them to work. Take all of your talents and harness them with diligence. What makes you unstoppable is not fears or doubts. It's that you continue on despite them. And wherever we all go, whether it's up to the college, the military, or the workforce, we all have the opportunity to do something extraordinary. We will all be traveling our own path, and the journey ahead will not be easy. It may be full of delays, and things will not always go the way we planned. But I know our resilient class will continue to go far, regardless of any obstacles. I mean, we've already survived food fights, relentless hall sweeps, occasional bomb threats, and Miss Taba's anatomy final. But when you do feel overwhelmed and don't know where your life is going, remember that life isn't something you win, it's something you experience, and that nothing worthwhile is easy. The only thing that is permanent is the people we decide to keep close to us. Our journey is just the beginning, and I couldn't think of a better place to start. In a few months, you will be hundreds of miles from your best friends. But no matter where you end up, what will define you are the values you've learned. And in a few years, when you judge the success of your life, don't judge it on status or wealth, because those things are just temporary. And live long, happy lives. We all deserve happiness, and it belongs to each and every one of us. I urge you all to follow your own path and make the world a better place. Don't let anyone question the path you choose to take. Do what you love. Love those around you. Take risks. Follow your passions, and make unforgettable memories. And if any of my fellow graduates get famous someday, please, do not forget about me and give me some money. With the economy the way it is, I will most likely be unemployed. Jokes aside, this is it. I think it's about time we all graduated. Thank you, Mount Zion High School.